So we just got some exciting news. I don't really know about this project. Me and Matt are trying not to fight about anything on this.
I think this looks pretty good. I'm thinking let's just get rid of these delusions of grandeur that I have and just put a little stain on this.
You didn't teach me how to use it!
I didn't know you were Robin Hood.
I disagree.
Wait!
I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We've spent the last 4 years sailing our $5,000 Craigslist boat to some of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean. From spearfishing in South Andros, Bahamas, staying in a treehouse and riding horses through the rainforest of the Dominican Republic, to even dodging hurricanes in Puerto Rico. We could have never imagined what this adventure would become. After gaining more sailing experience, we knew we had to make some serious upgrades to our boat if we wanted to keep this journey going. So we decided to go all in with our 40-year-old boat and get a new engine. We soon realized that we were in for more projects than we originally planned on. There's gonna be some major changes coming up, so hit subscribe and join us for the journey. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. We have another action-packed video planned for you guys today. We are doing our hardest project, the one we're shaking in our boots, the one that I'm doubting the most, the one that you are nervous about, and we're getting right into that today.
Yeah, we're getting into it. It's a very precise project. It has to look really good. This is a huge part of the aesthetic. And, you know, I don't have a work wood shop, so I'm going to show you just how you can muster and manifest the talent and do some gangster ghetto cabinetry. But it's still going to come out perfect, and you can take that to the bank.
I don't know about perfect, but we are doing our cabinets, and I like perfect. Matt likes to get it together, but I think we've practiced a little on one side. We've looked into a lot of different things, and we did a lot of research. So let's get right into building the cabinets in our saloon. Is this called a saloon?
Salon.
In our salon.
Alright, so if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen our old shaker door style 1979 cabinets that came with the boat, but they were pretty ugly. Cabinets were different sizes. It was not cool. So to modernize this, I think what we want to go with, what we want to try to create here is a flat panel with a little bit of an inset as well, so that this is just going to look like one perfectly flat wall with push button trap doors that come out. I think that the magnets that work for the push buttons will help to keep the doors closed better, instead of like the latches that get twisted and move around. So I think that's going to work really well, but you have to be pretty precise, and as we've seen on this channel, precision isn't necessarily, not going to say it's not my strong suit, it's not really my forte. I don't really care to make things perfectly beautiful because I'm not perfectly beautiful, and I think a lot of my charm is in the ugliness, and a boat can be that way too.
Alright, what's the first thing we got to do, Matt?
Alright, I overshot my bulkheads. This is where the old cabinet was. I left that dirt there so I wouldn't forget. So basically I got to square this up so that I can get it ready for a face. Alright, so when I put the 610 on, I put a little tab on there just because I knew I was going to cut this off, and I wanted to test how good that 610 grabs. Let's see. Well, $50 a pop. It definitely didn't glue it on there, but that's a super thin layer that was grabbing it, and I'm still pretty hyped. I think in culmination with the rest of the fiberglass, that 610 did make a big difference. Alright, so now that I got my bulkheads trimmed in, I gotta go find my old cabinets because using them as a template is gonna really help me with speed up this process. Okay, so the reason when I tore this out that I kept these was because I knew that this was going to be a very particular cut with the edges here and the kind of, I don't know, the bending of the way the deck goes. So I'm glad I kept that. What I'm going to do is screw this to my new bulkhead, screw that in, get this all in solid, put the bottom piece in so that it gives me a good template for my old face, and then to cover this gap, because I don't want to put a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch of caulk in like I did last time. Don't say it. I'm going to use painter's tape to fill that gap so that when I pull it off, I get a good shape of that 1/4 inch gap. All right, so now that I have my template pretty solidified in here with these little shims and things, I'm gonna run my painter's tape on this top gap to get it a little bit closer. I'm sure I'll still end up with an 1/8 or a 1/16, but I wanna eat up a little bit of that.
All right, guys, so I don't really know about this project. Me and Matt are trying not to fight about anything on this, so I'm gonna just trust his process. It's probably gonna look ugly for a long time and be something crazy, but I'm sure in the end it's gonna come out right?
Yep, it's gonna come out
Were
right.
you making faces?
I was not making faces. I think this looks pretty good. I'm thinking let's just get rid of these delusions of grandeur that I have and just put a little stain on this. I think the screws give it like a rustic old boaty look. This is a nice little gap here to like maybe put my socks in. This will hold it in really nice. So I'm thinking we just tighten this up and we're done with the whole project. I mean,
You're divorced.
Do you think? Divorced?
Divorced.
If I ever get single again, I'll live on a boat like that. Just say, I'm a vagabond.
Alright, time to fit it in.
Time to fit it in. Get it in. Okay, so now I like the way this fits in here. I feel good about that. So next we got to make the voids for what are going to end up being our our cabinets. I'm doing this all one solid piece because with the old ones that were doweled together, eventually over the years as the boat twists, those dowels come apart and you start to get and it just drives me crazy. So I'm building one solid piece here that's never going to creak as much. And then I'm also making it where I can take this entire thing off in one piece. It's a little bit difficult. It's a lot of moving parts, but it's something that I want in case it is squeaking. I can take the whole thing off, put some silicone in there, make a little bushing or something to make the sound go away. And also be able to take these off in case I ever have to get to anything back there, electrics or something like that. So long story short, we're gonna get to making the holes for the cabinets.
Alright, we're gonna use our handy dandy dusty cord.
It's a chalk line.
Not a dusty cord?
It's not a dusty cord.
Where do I put it on? The side?
You can just, yeah, that's fine. As long as it's on that mark. All right, pop it.
Hold on, I don't got it on right.
Pop it.
Okay, here we go.
Really had a nice.
Okay, mine went all over.
It's fine.
I did a bad job.
It's fine, it's there. You just popped it a little too hard. What you did was you popped it, it bounced off, and went back and did another pop.
You didn't teach me how to use it!
I didn't know you were Robin Hood, about to pull it back to your cheek and let it go. Just a little pop.
Alright, chalk line number 2, dusty cord number 2.
Dusty cord.
Okay.
All right now, Robin Hood, gently this time.
Okay. See, it does bow a little bit. Oh well.
Nicely done.
No, it's so Robin slapped it. Oh well.
It's fine, it gotta be perfect.
Alright guys, so we just got some exciting news. We got some packages delivered. So we're putting these cabinets on a halt for 5 minutes. Okay, more than 5 minutes, about an hour or so. We're gonna run upstairs, we're gonna get some lunch, and we're gonna open our packages. I can't wait to show you guys what we got. And
yeah, and big shout out to my package master, Laisa Marelli. She's the Puerto Rican Liza Minnelli.
doesn't look like her at
She
all.
don't look like Liza Minnelli, but her name is Laisa Marelli, so I think her mom was like a big fan or something like that. Either way, she's my dog. She's a saving grace Puerto Rico. We don't have an address here, so they ship it to her, and then she got to get to us. And I'll tell you what, we bother her a lot. So, Laisa, here's to you. We love you. Increíble. Mamacita. Tú eres mi amiga.
All right,
all that stuff,
let's go. All right, Matt. Here, you get to open this package. I'm gonna open the other package.
All right, guys, so we just received a package. I'm not a big package guy, but for this one, I'm actually pretty hyped. We just received our Kamikoto 100% Japanese steel knife set. Kamikoto uses 100% Japanese steel and techniques and traditions that are over 800 years old to make these blades. One thing that's really special about these knives is that they are made out of 100% Japanese steel, and they come with a lifetime guarantee. So I don't know that much about steel, but it must be high quality if they're giving a lifetime guarantee. Holding it in my hand, I can feel that it has a really good weight, super solid handle, and I can feel that this blade is super sharp. I guarantee you I could shave with this. Kristen's not gonna let me, but I promise you that I could. Another cool thing about these is they come in this really nice wooden box. If you're not a great gift giver like me, this would be a great gift to give to somebody. Really high quality blades that are presented in a high quality way as well. Plus, these Japanese steel blades are used by Michelin star chefs all over the world. So if you or anyone you know needs a set of high quality Japanese steel blades, head on over to kamikoto.com/sailing. And a really cool thing they're doing right now is they're having a New Year's sale, so you get $50 off USD if you follow that link.
All right, guys, Matt has the second package and he's bringing it to the boat for me. It's a big boy. All right, guys, so we got our other big package and this is our big boy. I spent a pretty penny on this and I hope it works. I don't know if it's gonna work, and it is
A washing machine.
our mini washing machine. I had to order this on eBay because I didn't know where else to find it. It is Korean, but it had other reviews that people put it on their sailboat and it worked out great. So let's open it up. Whoa. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. They had a couple different, I guess, series of the mini washing machine, but we got the white one because supposedly the outer base was smaller. We're gonna try to fit this in above our toilet in that cabinet, and we're sure we have to build it out, but we wanna go in right now and see how it fits in there to see if it's really gonna be possible to build out the cabinet.
Oh, what's going in there? Don't matter what I gotta tear out. Come hell or high water, this bad boy's getting installed because I've been the funkiest sailor in the anchorage more than one time because of my bucket laundry skills.
You were gonna say something.
I'm not a bucket laundry skill guy, but this thing's cool. I think it's gonna be hyped. It says mini. It doesn't look too mini. It's pretty big, I'd say, but
Mini washing machine.
it's goofy looking though. This thing looks like a minion or something.
No, it's cool. I can't wait to try it out. How much does that bad boy weigh?
30 pounds, baby. She don't seem too big to me. I think she's gonna go in there perfectly, but I just don't know how much laundry gonna fit in this thing.
Well, you're gonna be able to do it more often.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know how much stuff I'm gonna have to build on the back, but I could let it come out to there. As long as the toilet seat will go up. All right, so I'm happy with how this bad boy fits in here. I got a little bit of wiggle room. I'd say I have probably about 5 or 6 inches to deal with, to play with, to get all the, but that did not sound good, 5 or 6 inches to play with. Anyhow, I got, for the fittings in the back and all sorts of plugs, and I'm going to have to mount like an adapter because this has obviously Korean plugs, which are different than American plugs, the stuff that we have. Definitely a big project, plenty more to do, but I'm super happy that it fits in here, and it comes back to the pocket doors. If this wall was 3 inches wider, I think we would have had a bigger...
we get it, okay? You hate pocket doors.
But I want to hear that you might have been right about the pocket doors. I heard they were coming back in a style.
This pocket door was good to get rid of, but not the other one.
Okay, so we're 50-50. I'm starting to get closer to saying pocket doors was bad. But yeah, I'm happy about this. I'm excited. All right, so we put our marks and we discussed every possible scenario, every possible breakdown for how many cabinets we could have, which way are they going to open, barn door style or domino style.
We disagree.
Woo-wee!
He wants to barn door everything, but he's left-handed, so I see things differently.
Basically, I got brain damage is what she's trying to say. So we just settled.
He does everything very opposite of what every other person in the whole world does.
And that's what makes me so damn charming. But yeah, so we decided to go barn door, 4 doors, and it's going to look damn good. But we got to take it off the wall, get out there and cut it because we're burning daylight.
Why isn't it coming off, Geppetto?
Something just ain't right. I must have fitted it in there too perfectly.
That must be it.
Oh, it's that part, maybe. Oh. There's a screw right there. Why'd you call me Geppetto?
I don't know. You just act
Geppetto
like
makes
Geppetto.
puppets, not cabinets. Now I have to go inside. I got most of the bowl straight cuts done, and I have to go inside and get my little handsaw because we're all about precision woodworking here, and we're all about precision woodworking tools. But yeah, I gotta just knock the corners out with a little saw, so shouldn't take too much longer. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Mac Cam. I got my frame done. I got it in. It's looking real nice. I got to get it off the wall now, and we got to get the face frame put on here, cut out, get all that ready, and then we're gonna get some cabinet doors put in. So we got a lot of work to do. Let's get to it. Alright, so I have my frame here, and basically what I'm going to do is use that as a stencil for my faceplate and all my like inset edges. That's pretty straightforward. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the bottom here on this cut side that I already cut off so that I have a strip at the top that's going to have a machined edge from the factory, and that's going to end up being my track for like a homemade kind of track saw that I'm going to make so I can get these lines really precise and very straight. Alright, so since I didn't have a track saw and I needed to get long straight rips, I just used the top of the board. I screw it to the face plate that I'm going to make because this is going to get a finish over it. Whether I need to Bondo it and end up painting it, or whether we get a veneer, something like that, it won't matter to have that hole in it. So I can just screw this piece of plywood right to it. That way I get long straight cuts, and then I'll figure out how to get rid of them holes on the back end. Now that I got my track in, I check my 2 notches, slide her back and forth. She's looking good. She's ready to cut.
Alright guys, so that was a lot of work. We finally got the cabinet doors now cut in there. Matt did a really great job fitting everything in. It looks really good, but we're out of time for this video, so we're gonna have to continue on those later on in life. But how do you feel? Do you think they're gonna come out good? They look like the flat things, and obviously we're at the very beginning of this project, so everything's gonna be coming around.
Yeah, I don't think anything about it. I know about it. These things are coming out amazing. I'm really happy with the amount of work that I was able to do with it, and everything came out straight. The main thing is, though, is it's just fighting my own nature to start to rush through it. I just have to take 2 to 3 times as long to do everything, but everything's coming out perfectly straight. Trying to fit it into a square, or trying to make things as square as you can when nothing else is square on the boat. It's been difficult, but slowing down, taking my time, and I'm really happy with how everything's coming out, and you know, I'm thrilled with the project thus far.
We got to keep struggling through. There's an endless amount of projects, so make sure you guys leave comments down below, leaving your support, because that always makes us feel better. And make sure you like and subscribe. If you're new, definitely subscribe here. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.